Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Manifest Mastermind. And today we're really going to dive deep into manifesting money and being in the energy of money and really making friends with money and feeling really connected to money in a whole new way. And like everything in business and everything in life, really, it's not so much what you add, it's what you clear away. And the whole spiritual concept of this is that everything's already here for you, but you just can't see it, usually, right? So this is why we've got the Manifest Mastermind. Like every week, we're just clearing the energy so we can see what's here for us, what opportunities are here, you know, the faces of your own children, like all the things that you can't see because you're all cluttered up with what you've got going on. And it's the same with money. Now, the hit that I've got for this class is I want you to claim into the feeling of the money that you're going to be making by the end of next year. Okay, so I just want to lift you out of whatever market you're in or whatever sort of where you are in your business right now. I just want to sort of put you in the plane above the clouds. And I want you to just get a feeling of is it a seven-figure business? Is it a half a million dollar business? Is it, some of you, a multi-million dollar business because from what you've built so far? Like, what is it now? So just take a moment and just sort of feel into that and put it in the chat, put it to me privately or outwardly, whatever you feel is aligned for you. Either way is fine. Remember, with money, I say this over and over, with the money shine codes, I call the money shine codes divine provision. That's what it is. It's shining from God, money coming towards you, blessings, the blessings of money. Remember, it makes no difference to God, your creator, whether or not you're making $1 million or $50. It just depends how you feel about it. For some people, $50 is a lot of money, right? For some people, a lot of you, $1 million isn't quite enough money, actually, with how many people that you've got to pay, your team. So, whatever level that you're at is all relative, and we're really understanding the benevolence of money. Okay, to start with, I'll do our usual process, which is to clear an affirmation, find an affirmation, and that usually sets up our tone for the day. And it's insecure. So we want to really clear this feeling about what you've just claimed, the money that you've just claimed. The first thing we want to clear is this feeling of insecure about it. It's not your job to feel insecure about it. It's just your job to call it in, to dream it, to claim it now. It's not the time to feel insecure about whether or not you can create it or not. Okay? So just say, I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly, and supportively transmute, transcend, and dissolve the thoughts I have associated with insecure into a responsible expression of all-encompassing love. Okay. I really want to drive this home, okay? With this new level that you're just claiming, you're not worrying about how you're going to do it at this point. That's not the job. That's not the job right now. The job is to just think of the number, feel what that number is. You don't even have to feel it completely. You just need to decide, right? And your job right now is to not feel insecure about how and when and who and blah and blah. We're not doing that. That's not the day for this. And this is the whole process about manifesting money. You don't bring anything into your manifesting money moments. It's just purely between you and money, right? It's just purely your connection to the divine frequency of money. You don't bring your business strategies when you're connecting to the energy of money. That's a different conversation in the boardroom when you're fleshing it out, This is a separate energy. This is your connection to divine provision, basically. Okay, so let's clear that. So just say, I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly, and supportively transmute, transform, transcend, dissolve my emotional closedness. So any emotions that you've closed down around the possibility of that number. My fear of lack, which is also the attachment to it. You feel that? My greed and my rigidity into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly, and supportively open my heart, trust in universal abundance, receive easily, and share joyfully. Okay, and so just take a big breath into that. So remember, with money, money's a frequency, it's a neutral frequency. And what we're doing is we're imprinting onto the frequency what we want money to be, right? So money's got to flow too. So you've got to pay for things quickly. You know, there might be an invoice you need to pay, you're holding on to money, let the money flow, even with faith, and then the money will come. It's like people get a bit, and otherwise you're going to create clients who won't let their money go, won't put their houses on the market. You know, we don't want that. We want to show that we believe that money's an abundant resource and that it flows by our own very actions. And you remember, we bless money forward and then it becomes a blessing and then we receive the blessings back. It's an energy, right? You reap what you sow. Okay, so let's go into the ultimate money clearing. So I want you to, well, first of all, we'll set up I think we'll set up a goal statement first. So let's have a look. Criticism. What's the criticism energy? How have you been? What's that criticism energy that we're clearing? Yours, someone else's criticism. You know what I'd like to clear now is the way the world criticizes money, like the way people critique money. We want to be clear of everybody else's version of money and criticism of money. There's not enough of it, everything costs too much, there's a lack of this. Let's just clean that up so we're not criticizing money. And the next one is empty. And I tell you what, one of the most potent things you can do to create money is clear the emptiness around money. And the emptiness is you are chasing it for the wrong reasons. You're worshipping it, you're idolizing it, or you think you're not going to be a success until you get it. We're going to be unsubscribed to all of that, and we're still getting it. Right? We're not going to we don't take all these imprints off money. Poor old money, and money must be just so exhausted with everybody. It's got all the group consciousness slapped against it. I mean, geez, it's a bit like God. It gets a hard time, doesn't it? Money and God. Okay, so we've got purpose. Instead of criticism, we want to find a purpose with money. We want to be connected to real purpose with money. And then we've got the next one is trust, purpose and trust with money. Purpose and trust with money. And they do say, like, the more that you have a purpose for money, the more you'll create it. This is why when we're up leveling your money all the time, and the reason why we're doing that is because you need to become more to have more. And we want you to live your best lives. We want you to reach your full potential, right? And so this is what, it's not like we're greedy. It's like, let's go to the next level of money. We know that you need to make a bigger impact, create a bigger energy, and do bigger things to create more. So why wouldn't we ask for more money? Because it means you got to live into a bigger life, right? It's not that you want to spend more. Maybe you do, but it's just that you have to be more to receive it. And this is why entrepreneurs are just light me up so much, because they have to just be constantly working on themselves and, finding ways to be better and to give more and to be more significant, And so this is the game that we're playing. This is why it's such a great game. So just say my goal for this balance is purpose and trust with money. So I want you to close your eyes and I want you to imagine the goal after healing, just really connecting into a really, it's not coming forward as a new purpose, but a deeper purpose with money, like a real deep purpose with money, a deep connection, and really trusting that that's the path for you to really carve this manifesting money path and just get a sense of that. And then it's coming up. You can't imagine what something's going to sound like. What can't you quite hear? What can't you quite hear? Put in the chat, what can't you quite hear about money? What feels like it's lost to you in the future? I'm not picking up what it could be for you guys. What do you think it is? That it's okay to receive it now? Yes. So here it is. The future money. What can't you hear about the future money to you? Like if money was a person, what can't you hear it saying to you about the future? Have you lost connection, like it's dropped out like the internet? You deserve it. Not sure how to answer. You deserve it. Lost connection. Yeah, lost connection. Can you feel the future money? Can you hear it? Can you feel it? Can you have a conversation with it? Another way of saying this, I'm trying to use the kinesiology. I could easily coach you on all this, but I'm trying to really do this purely with the kinesiology, make sure it's a pure healing channel for this that wants to come through. Otherwise, it's just another coach telling you another money thing, right? And it's almost like you need to be in conversation with that figure. So if you're going for 7 figures, say some of you have got 7 figures there, $1 million, say, you've got to already be in a comfortable conversation with that money, like it's someone in your life now, like it's of course in your life, and you're already in conversation with that as your future. It's not like, how do I do it? I haven't felt it yet. It was like you're already in conversation with that level of income and that level of being in the world. Remember, the level of income is a level of being, right? In the world, which is why we put it in the middle of the business blueprint. We put it right in the middle because we're vibrating at that. We put it right in the middle of the manifesting flower because that's the level that you're operating at. Someone who makes $1 million operates like this, as opposed to someone who makes, less than that. Doesn't mean you don't operate as a good person. You're just operating differently. You're thinking differently, yeah, about the future. Okay, so just get a sense of that for me. And $100,000 is fine. Remember, it's all relative. Doesn't have to be everyone's stuck on $1 million. Okay, everybody's cool on that. So let's go in now. If you want to go to just chill out, if you want to turn off your videos, I quite like seeing you all faces though. But we're going to go in and we're going to start clearing now. So you might want to close your eyes. So anywhere and everywhere that you are keeping yourself from deciding and claiming what you'd like to experience with money, please clear, cancel, and delete across all timelines, dimensions, spaces, realities, and beyond. Anything and everything that is keeping you from being crystal clear and solid in the energy of the decision decisiveness, clarity and claiming, please clear, cancel, and delete now. Anything that is blocking your connection to your divine soul blueprint and its partnership with money, please clear, cancel, and delete now. Anything that is blocking your connection to the divine soul blueprint and its partnership. So just first of all, let's just stop there and let's clear that. And we've got like a divine blueprint for money. Okay, so you've got a divine blueprint. And I think a divine soul blueprint for money. And I think this is where, if I just feel like if everybody knew this, we'd have just a whole different world. And we want you to connect to your divine soul blueprint, because what's happened is we've been programmed to leave our own systems or our own bodies or our own beingness and try to claim money outside of ourselves. Like someone else's success or someone else's version of wealth or what someone else is buying or what it means to be well off or put the kids through college when maybe they better be going to entrepreneurial school instead. Who knows what, all these things, right? All these programming. And what it does is it actually takes you out of your own design for creating money, your own design for attracting money. Okay. So I just want you to close your eyes first. And let me just see if I can see what we're going to do here. So anywhere and everywhere where you haven't downloaded your own template, your own soul template for how you want to be blessed with money in your life and in your families, are you willing to download that now? Download that golden frequency of just your heaven on earth version. And then if it's a yes, just say yes. And just we ask for your own soul desire version, what's right for you, for your families, to be downloaded now as like a secret golden template that is fortified against projections from others, projections from societies about how you should be living your life, feeling blessed with prosperity. And take a big breath into that. And just releasing, you can just feel them like all these things just falling off you, like these like old scales. They're like scales, like smelly old fish scales just falling off you as you come into like, oh, this is what we want as a family. This is what we want in our lives. This is my prosperity code. And just say, I am that. And you can tap that in. And when you do that, it's quite different what you're going to start attracting, and you're going to be so much happier. You're going to be doing things in your life that bring incredible meaning. You're going to be buying things that just feel so cool, and you're going to be able to appreciate them instead of feeling a bit empty every time you buy something with a sort of weird feeling of guilt or that didn't work. So all your possessions and all the things start feeling really exciting instead of kind of have that vacuous sort of an energy where it's never enough. We want that. That's part of your soul template. So when you download that blueprint, everything you buy just feels like delicious, and everything you do just feels like, wow, we're doing this. Even if it only costs, even if it's economy flight, you know what I'm saying? It's like it just feels like wow, everything feels wow. That's when you know you're a divine blueprint. Otherwise you feel a little bit superficial and empty all the time and like it's never enough. That is one way to block money. Right? That is one way to block money. We want to have everything just feel really, really good. So let's go back in. So you can close your eyes again if you like, and we're going to please clear, cancel, and delete any societal imprints of money being bad, corrupt, making you bad for wanting to experience money, for having this deeper knowing that you're meant to experience money. Please clear, cancel, and delete across all times, dimensions, spaces, realities, and beyond anything and everything that is keeping you from aligning to your true divine definition of abundance and prosperity. Please clear, cancel, and delete now. Okay, take a big breath into that. And then I just want you to pick up a pen if you've got a piece of paper. And I just want you to put the pen on the paper. And this is a technique that Aria does. It's not my technique, and I'm sure I'm allowed to share it with you. I'm just going to give you a short period of time, and I want you to not take the pen off the paper necessarily. I sometimes take it off a little bit, move it across the other side of the page. And I want you to draw what your divine blueprint for absolutely blessed life through money looks like, what it feels like to live in that soul blueprint, right? And if you're ready, I want you to start drawing now. Try not to take your pen off paper, and I'll give you a few moments. Okay, and when you're ready, I just want you to put your hand on your picture and just ask, what is the name of the picture? What is the picture called? And then put your answer in the chat. What is your picture called? I love it. Hey, we've got a few homes here, haven't we? This is fun. We've got sunshine, light, and love. We've got home. We've got prosperity. We've got home. We've got my abundant life. We've got happy sunshine. We've got divine place for family. Okay, now I want you to put your hand back on the picture and close your eyes and just ask, what is the message for you? What is the message for you? What is the message of this picture? What is the message? And then put your answer in the chat. Now, I love that. We've got expansion, allow more in, life is the name. Life is a name message. It's all possible. Focused expansion. We've got expansion twice. Do the things that make me happy. Now, remember, we're doing the let it be done. Remember, in the mastermind, the way we do business is we let it be done. Remember, for those of you that did the let it be done at the beginning of the quarter, we do it at the beginning of every quarter. This can be our let it be done codes, right? What money is home, and it's what the other thing is. Those are things. So if you can put them front of mind, maybe put them at the front of your workbook to remind yourself what money is for you. Because I can tell you, it's not that for everybody else that you're competing with in business. They're lost in some other world of accounting and data, and they're not really connected to the quantum field. They're not really connected. So you've got the edge, right? You got the edge because you know what it's about. So you can call it in because everything's an energy, and that way you access the energy. You're an energetic match for boom, money. Okay, so seems like it's all very unicorn curtains and all that, but it's actually it's a potent manifesting code. Okay, so write that down, have it at the front of your workbook or your your diary, your work thing that you're taking around to your clients, you go, oh, yeah, that's what this is about for me, right? And you'll have a different energy. Okay, everyone happy with that? It's a lovely process, isn't it? It says you've got to work a little harder. It might be say harder. Accept, receive, making memories with loved ones as young. That's great. Okay, you ready again? Let's go deeper again into the next thing. So you want to close your eyes or leave them open. So any vows of poverty, any DNA imprints, versions of you in the past, or karmic patterns. Oh my goodness, I just realized something. Oh no, I am recording. Okay. Any vows of poverty, any DNA imprints, versions of you in the past, or karmic patterns or contracts, known or unknown, that are keeping money from flowing with ease and grace, experience abundance and prosperity, please clear, cancel, and delete across all timelines, dimensions, spaces, realities, and beyond, past, present, and future, and all levels of consciousness. So we just might need to let that go through the timeline. So that's, just a lot. That's a lot we've just asked for. So taking a breath in and releasing as you exhale anything and everything and anything that no longer serves. And we're just going to ask, for those of you that believe in God, we're just going to ask for a miracle cleanse of all the DNA timelines or the genetic line or the family lineage around the vows of poverty. Right? So you've all got them, just describing. Right? We've all come from Ireland or Italy or Asia or everywhere, Africa. It's in there, it's all in the background, right? And we're just operating a bit differently now. So take a big breath in. And breathing out all the energy that no longer serves. So anywhere and everywhere that you are knowingly or unknowingly not in alignment with your core true values, we ask to be shown with ease and grace and sweet love. So we're not beating ourselves up. Right, because everyone is a bit out of alignment, just describing, our job is to tweak alignment all the time. It's a tweak every day. Have you noticed that? Oh, I just fell out of alignment with the dog, with my kids, or with my husband, or with the business, or, we're tweaking. It's always the finer tweaking that over time we end up in this spectacular flow of life, right? So it's a tweaking every day. So anywhere and everywhere that you are knowingly or unknowingly not in those true core values, we just ask that you be shown that with a loving ease and a dignity. Allowing anything and everything that is not in alignment with your core true values to easily and effortlessly fall away from your experience. Showing you magic and miracles and love. So let's just tap that out. So just get a sense of those things that are kind of burdening you and you don't know how to get out of it and you feel like you've stuffed up or you've been, not a good person in some way, or you've said the wrong thing, or you've created a bit of conflict. So we're just going to go back. We'll just stop now and do a bit of a clearing. I'm going to go back and ask for that back in time to mute the unkind words. I've got a great process for that. Let's do that, because that's something you sort of often need to do almost every day. Like, this is the human life. We're trying to have this divine neutrality and keep very, very clear and clean so we can make more of a difference, right? So just say, I choose to create a protocol that will sweep through my life to every time I got angry, said things that hurt people. I choose that in each of these instances, the Creator will mute the hurtful words, my tones and body language, and replace them all with a new version of the experience that will support greater understanding and neutrality on my part. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And just tap that through. Just ask for you just ask for forgiveness, forgive others. Let's just ask for that just to be soothed and cleared, like some sort of a miracle. Somehow it's dissipated from the field. Okay, that's good. So next part. How you all going? You all going good? Okay, so anywhere and everywhere that you have knowingly or unknowingly brought into the illusion that money is not love, that it's not joy, that it's not abundance and goodwill, we're asking to clear, cancel, and delete anything and everything that keeps you from aligning to the true experience of money as love, as joy, as abundance and goodwill. Please clear, cancel, and delete across all times, dimensions, spaces, realities, and beyond. Anywhere and everywhere that you brought knowingly or unknowingly into the illusion that there is an identity or an aspect of you that does not deserve to experience abundance, prosperity, and divine wealth. Okay, so let's just stop there and clear that. I just want you to tap out all the worry about money, paying the tax bill, paying the bills, affording to pay the team, the mortgage, the investments, the rent, where you're going to live. Like doesn't feel like a joy frequency, does it? All right. So anything that we talked about this at the little workshop in Vegas, didn't we? Like all the traumas around the money. So just tap down and just clear that out. So just breathing in. And you can just say, yeah, that's what it was like for me. So we're not doing a spiritual bypass. We're going, yeah, man, sometimes money's felt like the devil, like it's like something that's terribly, like a lot of suffering around it. You might have had childhood suffering around it. We're just going to clear like, no, actually, we're unsubscribing to that because it's a neutral energy. And we're going to project onto it joy. That's how new that's the activation we're deciding because we're smart. We know that it's an energy. So we know how to hack it. We're smart. Not everyone's as smart as that. But we know what we're doing, right? It's simple. It's quantum physics. It's a neutral energy. We're going to project onto it how we want it to be, and then it becomes true, right? So please clear, cancel, and delete across all times, dimensions, and realities, allowing any false identities, old beliefs and patterns to fall away with ease and grace and joy. So we're going to cut the cords of attachment and illusion across all time and space to old identities that anchored in money as suffering. We're asking for these to be released, these cords to old identities, and for those identities to be dissolved, effective immediately across all timelines, dimensions, realities, and beyond. So breathing in love, grace, and forgiveness. And breathing out all the energies that no longer serve. And we're just going to send back angels everywhere and divine intervention back to you, back in time, so that you could be saved from those situations, which you were, because here you are, right? And so we're just going to ask for that. And if you need that kind of interception now, we're going to ask that your God comes in and sorts it out for you. So you can, because remember, God works outside time and space. That's the miracle of God. And so you can access anything that is in your future and, to be brought forward that you need to know now. Like, it's like you can feel that it's going to work out. You just know. Yeah. Which is that money that we're working in for the end of next year, right? It's that energy. And you can come back and tell me later, look, you can't believe it. This is what happened. I go, yeah, and of course I believed it. And I can already see you in the future doing it. Okay. So anywhere and everywhere, you ready for the next bit? So anywhere and everywhere that your system, and when we say your system, I know we say system a lot, that means your nervous system, your digestive system, your brain pathways, the systems of your business, the systems in your house. Like it's all systems, like you as a system, right? So anywhere and everywhere that your system is not vibrating money, abundance, prosperity, and wealth through your auric field, right? So you literally carry the energy of it. Please clear, cancel, and delete, asking for God, your angels, guides, and helpers to align all aspects of your systems across all times to be in the vibration and frequency of abundance, prosperity, and wealth as it moves through your auric field. So you basically carry this kind of abundance code, this prosperity code of joy and all the things that we're deciding. Not like, oh, I hope I get that sale to reach my goal this month. That's not the frequency. It's not the frequency. Yeah. So we're asking God to clear and cleanse. This part's good. You ready for it? This is one of my favorite parts. We're asking God to clear and cleanse all the places where you store, hold, and keep money. Asking to cleanse all your bank accounts, all your money accounts, all your investments, all your check accounts. We're asking to clear your business anywhere and everywhere that is keeping money from flowing into your business with grace and ease and joy. We're asking it to clear and cleanse your wallet, your purse, your hands, your pens, your computers, your iPhones. Remove any fear and scarcity that you are knowingly or unknowingly built into current, previous, or future transactions. Right, so you would have set up transactions potentially just describing worried about sales. We're asking for that to be cleared because we know what money is now. Right? Instead, we're infusing it with love, anything and everything that keeps you from embodying money as a tool that supports you to fulfill your big mission. So you got a big mission. Like, how big do you want it to be? Bigger the mission, the bigger the money. Right? So please clear, cancel, and delete across all times, dimensions, realities, and beyond, asking to be aligned with the divine truth and the divine frequency of money, of wealth, of prosperity and abundance. So taking a big breath in, breathing in blessings and grace, and exhaling anything and everything that no longer serves. And I just want to talk about grace for a moment. Remember, every single human being on the planet has grace. Every single human being. It's a gift from God. Everybody's got grace. Even the person that you don't think should have grace has got grace. This is how loved we are. Like, and if we're breathing in grace, how big do you want the breath to be? Let's breathe it in. It's like, yeah, bring me grace. Please, I believe I'm a child of God. Like, bring me the grace to get through a difficult situation, a life and death situation, a business situation. It's like it's the substance of miracles that's not of this world, right? And everybody's got it. We're given it. It's a gift. So we're going to breathe it in. So let's do that one again. So we're going to breathe in blessings and grace. And exhaling anything and everything that no longer serves. That felt good, didn't it? That was a good one. Okay, next bit. So anywhere and everywhere that you're holding on to any stories or illusions that money is anything other than energy, please clear, cancel, and delete across all times, dimensions, realities, clearing and cleansing any projections you are placing upon money, knowingly or unknowingly, clearing and cleansing anywhere you're giving your power away to money, or choosing to let money have power over you. So just take a big breath into that and just notice you've just inhaled a freedom code. You're actually free of the programming of money. All right? It's just an energy. So can you imagine making money at 90 now, 90 years old, if you know that it's just an energy? Can you just notice that you've just tapped into an infinite life force? It's not what they've programmed you into. Ooh, you've only got another 10 years of work. Hang on a sec, maybe that's not true. Who knows? If you're tapped into it as an energy, who knows what's going to happen if you keep being of service and on purpose and trusting that you really have got, something to offer the world, just because you're you. Okay, so anything and everything that is keeping you from claiming and reclaiming your inner authority relating to money, just that knowledge of the freedom code, please clear, cancel, and delete across all times, dimensions, spaces, and realities and beyond. Anything and everything that keeps you from having an experience of money as neutral, please clear, cancel, and delete. Anywhere that money or your experience of money has been knowingly or unknowingly charged with fear, guilt, greed, scarcity, or anger, please clear, cancel, and delete. And please upgrade the frequency of the experience of money to vibrate at the frequency of love. So take a big breath in. And so let me just pause there for a moment. When you get into scarcity, here's what you do. It's a bit of a jump to go into the feeling of it, money is love, because you haven't got the sale and just describing, or you've got pressure on your finances, right? So what we can do is we take the step towards neutrality, and we just know that it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything about your goodness, your worth, or whether it might mean something about you're not doing enough work, right? Or you're not planting enough seeds, you're not making enough calls, you're not doing enough work. But mostly, energetically, you've got to find that neutrality around it where the money's neutral. It's not necessarily hard to get. It's not necessarily easy to get. It's just neutral again. So you might want to do a manifesting walk, or just go for a walk and just decide, I'm going to have no feelings about money. Start there. I'm going to have no feelings about it. I'm not going to try and have it. I'm not going to try not to have it. I'm going to go a bit Buddhist about it, if you know what I mean, like no attachment. And then once you've got the flow, it might be on the same walk that you do it. So you'll get the flow of that, oh yeah, I feel really unattached. You go, okay, now that I feel not so charged on it as being a negative thing, I'm going to start infusing it to be like this magical gift and this incredible like vibe and just such joy. And I'm going to be doing this and this and this and this and this, and then access the joy again. So you can use those steps, because if you try to take the step straight into it's a joy code, your brain won't believe you, and we'll be doing this polarity thing, and it just takes too much energy. So just decide, well, you don't care about it anyway, and it's going to work out, you're not going to worry about it, neutral, and then go, oh, but I can just feel the feelings of it all working out. This feels so good to me, making X amount of money, blah, 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 blah. Like that. So you can step yourself back closer to the energy. Okay, so anywhere and everywhere, ready for the next bit? Anywhere and everywhere that you are holding or have bought into any illusions, patterns, or belief system that money is bad, that money is fear, anger, greed, or scarcity, please clear, cancel, and delete across all time, spaces, and beyond. So anywhere and everywhere that you've knowingly or unknowingly bought into the illusion that you're holding in your energy system that you must work hard for money. How many people want that? Please clear, cancel, and delete. Effective immediately, especially for some of our women who are already working a lot in all other places of their lives. We're just asking for that to be rearranged and for the work to feel effortless, and that it's not connected to money. The work is the work, and you choose how you work, and it's not connected to the amount of money that you make. So anywhere and everywhere that you've chosen knowingly or unknowingly to wear a mask, or to compromise your truth, your gifts, and your value in order to be in exchange for money, please clear, cancel, and delete across all times, dimensions, spaces, realities, and beyond. and taking a big breath in, and I want to pause there, and let's just bring in all the gold energy or access source energy or God's energy, whatever how you want to say it, down through your body, down through your heart, down into your legs, feet, into the ground, back up to your heart, and just feel like your energy getting really big. Now, the secret is you don't need a positive energy necessarily, because of course you're positive, you want to make a difference. You need a big energy. You need to take up the space. So, because that's when you're tapping into pure consciousness, because you're not your body, you're not your mind, you are everything. You're the universe, you're part of everything. So just get a sense of like taking up the room, the house, the apartment, the property, the town, the state, the country, your side of the globe, the whole galaxy, the whole universe, and just say, I am that, and just tap down and just get a sense of like your energy suddenly got very expansive. And if you've got a window, just look out the window. I can see the national park here. It feels like I can see for miles. Can you notice that when you do that, it feels like you are really part of everything? And let me say, this is why we want the manifesting walk in landscapes. Potentially, if you've got a landscape, you can do it in a landscape. If you do it around the suburbs, that's still fine. There's still pretty things to notice there. And it may be sacred land that you live on too. So there's all this beautiful energy in the land, even if it looks like it's got lots of houses on it, right? It doesn't have to be all nature. The other thing I want to say about that is like, when you're taking up the space, you actually create what you're meant to be here for. Okay, so you need to take up the space. And what I was going to say about that is, when you get really contracted, maybe you've got a difficulty with someone, maybe you've had someone's getting on your nerves, or you've got a conflict, or you'll feel like you're getting energetically attacked by someone, or, you're all going through it at different times, right? Or you're worried about your money and it feels like your world gets smaller, like I felt like a bit like that just describing through COVID. I felt like the world was coming in and what they were trying to force onto humanity. I just felt really like I felt like there was a dirty glass put on top of us. And so what you can do is you can just create space. Just that alone, like if you've got a difficulty you're going through or something you're really worried about, go for a walk and try and create space where that thing, even if it seems life and death, is not on top of you, right? So you just energetically create a space where there's room for that drama or that challenge in life. Sometimes you've got big challenges, but it feels like there's almost room in the landscape for it. There's room for it. It's not on top of your nervous system. And it's in creating that space, that's where the light gets in. That's where there's room for something to come in and heal it and clear it, right? So that's just a really easy way to that's why you feel better after a walk naturally, don't you? Like you create some space. Okay, so everyone ready? Keep going. So we've lost that feeling of not having to be ourselves. So please clear, cancel, and delete across all times and dimensions any old money stories and patterns across your family line, forwards and backwards. Anywhere and everywhere that your self-worth is not in alignment with your divine truth of your soul blueprint, please clear, cancel, and delete across all times, dimensions, realities, and beyond. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please clear, cancel, and delete any money stories you knowingly or unknowingly picked up or identified with or are holding through your childhood, through your beliefs and experiences. Please clear anywhere and everywhere that you are knowingly or unknowingly playing out the role of your parents or another family member in their relationship with money. So that includes I have to be successful to prove something, or the opposite. Or even doing something to show them that you're okay. We just got our own unique little vibe with money that no one even needs to know about, right? It's our own thing. And so we're all kind of programmed into, got to prove this to my older brother or my parents or my other thing. And then you get enmeshed in their money stories. When we're doing soul aligned money, we're clean and clear. Some people won't even know how wealthy you are, but you'll just have this vibe of a generosity code, right? You're doing it for you. You're not doing it for anyone else. That's the main thing. You're connecting, not doing it for your spouse. You're not doing it for your kids, although you want to provide for them. You're not doing it for that reason. You're doing it because you can. Right? So let's just tap that out, because I mean, we've all tried to prove things to our siblings at different times and want them to be proud of us. That's fine, but that's not the soul code for money. That's a human code, which means you're in the soup. You're in the soup then with everybody else. We're getting out of the soup. Right? We've got a secret code with money. So please cancel and delete across all times and spaces anywhere where grief is pertained to money. So that could be from inheritances, bringing through some weird money. Sometimes if you get an inheritance, it's got grief attached to it, or you miss out on an inheritance and it's got grief attached, or, siblings have done better than you, or one sibling was favored, all that stuff, like anything to do with that, people losing jobs, we've got to clear all of that. And now the dog's having a little nightmare at that one. Can you guys tap that out for her? Angel doesn't like that one. So let's just tap that out. Like, we're anywhere and everywhere. If you've got any inheritances, we're going to clear the grief code from that and wash it clean, where it's clean money, a clean blessing from God, even if it's come through someone. And also you can receive a bit of grief money, especially in real estate, when you're dealing with people who are losing money, where they actually hand over the money or the commission and they've got grief attached to it that they had to give you the money. We just want to clear all that energy off the money, right? So you're not connected to that. So please clear, cancel, and delete anywhere and everywhere that money equals grief. Please clear, cancel, and delete, taking a big breath in. Remember breathing in love and grace. Remember the grace thing. Breathing out anything that no longer serves. So anywhere and everywhere that you are choosing to make money mean more than an exchange, please clear, cancel, and delete. Anywhere and everywhere that money knowingly or unknowingly equates to your identity, your value, or your self-worth. So please clear, cancel, and delete anywhere and everywhere that you believe you must need money in order to receive money. Please clear, cancel, and delete anywhere and everywhere that receiving money is not joyful, pleasurable, and desirable. So that you could have some guilt attached. So please clear, cancel, and delete, taking a big breath in. Exhaling anything and everything that no longer serves, that is keeping you from claiming and deciding the experience you would like to have with money, with wealth, abundance, and prosperity. Please clear, cancel, and delete across all times, dimensions, spaces, realities, and beyond, anywhere and everywhere that there are places that you are attached to, continuing to experience your current path with money. So let's just go through and snip where you've got little attachments that it won't change, or it has to be like this, or like you're holding on, or you're all funny about your goals, or not grateful for what you've already got, or all the stuff. Let's just go through and just get a sense of golden scissors. We're just going to snip all that off where you're actually a bit attached to how it is, because you get a bit of sympathy for it, or you don't feel so guilty because you won't, you're not making more than someone else, and all the stuff, like all the things. So please update, please upgrade, and please attune your body and all of your energy bodies to be vibrating at the frequency of love, to be vibrating at the frequency of abundance and prosperity and divine aligned wealth. So anywhere and everywhere that you have knowingly or unknowingly decided that you need to compromise, sacrifice who you are as a human with a divine purpose in this world to have money, please clear, cancel, and delete across all times, dimensions, spaces, and beyond. We're asking God, your angels and guides and helpers, to please clear all of these money, wealth, abundance, and prosperity related clearing. And then I'm just going to do a whole lot of hits at the end, so just get ready for this. Maybe just tap through all these things that I'm doing now. Please clear all past life interference or past versions of you. Please clear all implants. Please clear all subliminal programs, known and unknown. Please clear all hooks and energy cords. Please clear genetic imprinting, transgenerational imprinting, cultural imprinting, societal imprinting, religious imprinting, any personality disorder imprinting like narcissistic tendencies or any personality disorders from childhood as it pertains to the experience of money, wealth, abundance, and prosperity, supporting the alignment and attunement of the frequency of divine aligned wealth in the service of the highest and best good of all involved. So you can stop tapping now if you want. And just taking a big breath in and just releasing all of this, anything that no longer serves. Please clear all of this, all areas that are causing compromise, that are causing the opposite of truth and the truly desired experience with money. Please clear across all dimensions, planes, levels of consciousness in the most joyous, loving, peaceful, harmonious, and effortless way. Please align everybody here to the divine truth through all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness, and beyond, in the most joyous, loving, peaceful, harmonious, easy, and instant way. Breathing in love, grace, and forgiveness, and exhaling everything that no longer serves. Offering gratitude and deep thanks and love to God, to your soul, to your guides and helpers, angels, and all that support your highest and best good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so that's our ultimate money clearing. I think there is a recording of it in the mastermind, just the pure one. It's got a little leopard on it. I can highlight it for you. I think I'll put it in features so you can always go to that. Sometimes you just have it on a walk if you just need to get your act together and just do another sweep of everything that, you know, gets a bit hooked up with money. So if you can allow yourself a bit of integration time after this, you know, maybe do a bit of journaling and, you know, do some more how you want it to be. And remember, your soul and God, if you like, or the quantum loves poetic writing, loves soul writing. So just write from the soul, make it as, even if it doesn't make sense, even if it sounds like it's, you know, a little project from Sunday school and you feel like you're like 5 years old the way you're writing, like a little girl or a little boy or something. That's the language of the soul. So, you know, it doesn't have to be sophisticated. It can be very simple, and that's got the codes of manifestation in it, right? That's like how you call back in things. It's not usually that sophisticated. It's very like a child, you know? That's how you access it. Okay, so thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you loved that. And I might just turn off the recording and look at some of these comments in the thing before I hang up. So just hang there if you want.